the Houston Texans offensive line has been a position this offseason with a lot of new faces, as well as the rest of the roster, obviously. But new positional coach, new faces, and a lot of depth. I want to talk more about it next, guys. Cue the intro. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Lead. Your host, as always, Harley Dugan. I want to get into the Houston Texans offensive line. James Campen was hired. We all know this. I did a video on him way back. But the added depth is what I want to get into in breaking down what I think this offensive line can do for the Houston Texans. It's a position I'm very excited about. You know, you got Laramie Tunsil, possibly your left guard, maybe Max Sharping, your center, Justin Britt, your right guard. Is it going to be Titus Howard? Is it going to be Marcus Cannon? Or is Howard going to play tackle or Cannon going to play tackle? You also got Lane Taylor thrown somewhere in between left or right guard positions. You got a lot of depth on this line. It's the first time you've had this much depth in a long time. You even got a guy in Garon Christensen that they signed who's a right tackle. Your backup at the left tackle position, Roger Johnson, showed some pretty good things last year as well. I hate saying Charlie Heck's name, but with a guy like James Campen, you know, can he develop someone like a Charlie Heck or even some of these undrafted guys? We've seen the track record of James Campen. What he has done with lower level talent has been amazing, throwing out Pro Bowlers from guys coming out in the 5th, 6th, 4th rounds, you know, so this isn't, you know, anything out of the ordinary for James Campen. He's done it multiple times before. Can this Houston Texans offensive line eat? That's like the biggest thing at the end of the day, because we all know it starts in the trenches. And the offensive line last year was absolutely disgusting. Obviously, the season was just horrible, but the offensive line is where it was. It is not good, and that's just to say the least. It's not good, to say the least. But the improvements that have been made, the signings that have been made, the work that has been made in this offensive line should create some optimism for the Houston Texans in the run game. I'm looking for guys that can push the ball down the field, that can help us in the run game, help us in the pass game, keep the steady feet, keep the hips moving, keep the legs moving, doing things, you know, being active. If there's a pile, push the pile. Like, it's a lot of things that you just little basic things you didn't see from the offensive line last year. Hopefully we get to see that this year, especially with new positional coach, Mr. Campen. So that's it for today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for the notice to turn on. Drop your comments, your reactions down below in the comment section. Let me know, what do you think about the Texans offensive line, James Campen, and what do you think the scheme is going to be? I didn't harp on that. I do believe it's going to be a heavy run scheme at the end of the day. But as always, guys, go Ashers, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.